A lot of my where to hike next adventures come from me browsing Google Maps and searching for splotches of green that I've never been to. While not the most informative on what kind of hike can be expected, it's certainly a good first step that you can use to further research trails, especially for day hikes that tend to be a bit unknown. During recent perusing, I came across a little hiker denoting Eagle's Nest Lookout Trail, which immediately caught my attention. Whoever named this trail must have done so because it leads to a high lookout fitting for America's bird to scope out its kingdom and prey, or so I thought. I dig into this a little deeper and find a decent route via Tuscarora Trail, a short 2.6-mile trail that I'd usually ignore, given I'd have to drive a bit to get to the trailhead, but I was in an exploring mood and decided the day was fitting for an easy, danger, and stress-free hike, or so was the plan. I was immediately surprised on how well marked and maintained the trail was, a little muddy, which I'm sure is a popular feature for the obvious heavy ATV use the trail had. We were cruising along the first part, spoiled by luxurious wide trails with little brush resistance. At the rate we were going, we'd be to Eagle's Nest in under 20 minutes. After driving all the way here, that seemed a little too short, so we looked at the map and noticed a little spur trail that would loop us around towards the top and add a little more distance. Unfortunately, we'd have to dive back into the brush and give up on nature's pampering, but such is adventure. The brush was fortunately short-lived before opening up into a forest that, save for some downed trees, was easy to follow. Not the most postcard picture trail, but just being out in the woods and nature made me happy to be out here. And it was nice not doing anything too physically challenging and risk bodily harm for a change. That is until we got to the bottom of the hill and I came within 1 foot of stepping on a timberlane rattlesnake. Fortunately, this dude was pretty chill and didn't bother us any. And after unclenching my butt cheeks, I wished him the best with his day and continued on with our spontaneous spur trail. I was one quick ascent away towards those glorious eagle-eye views as we expeditiously hiked through knee-high grasses that after our rattlesnake encounter felt like Russian roulette with every step. And before we knew it, we were at the top at Eagle's Nest? What a shame, no views to be had after all, so we proceeded to hike down. Luckily, just before we got to the car, we noticed a side trail that opened up to some pretty stellar views. You really never know how nature will end up surprising you when you're out there. I guess if there's any moral to the story, it's that you never know what's around the next bend on the trail. Could be an extremely venomous snake, or it could be your next great view. So keep picking random spots on the map to hike, prepare for both, and enjoy your hike. Thanks for watching, hiker buddies.